Welcome back to Real Talk with Brian and Dan on 1150 AM KKNW. I'm Brian.
And I'm Dan.
Yes, you are. Our next guest is Sean Tornquist of Seattle Modern Office, LLC. Sean is a born and raised Washingtonian. He grew up in Redmond, went to Eastlake High School, and received his bachelor's degree from Western Washington University in Bellingham. He began his entrepreneurial career with a short stint in residential house painting in his early 20s. After painting over 200 houses in Seattle, Sean left the industry, having been recruited by a family friend to join the team at local office furniture dealership. Sean committed to learning the ins and outs of the business for the next 4 years, jumping from field installation to business development, sales, and operations. In 2016, Sean, together with his friend, branched out and created a new firm, Seattle Modern Furniture. Seattle Modern Furniture is a one-stop shop for commercial office furniture and services. They design and specify floor plans for office workstations and ancillary furniture, sell new and used furniture of all varieties, provide delivery and install services, and support office moves and cleanouts. Welcome to the show, Sean.
Hey, thanks for having me, Brian. Thanks, Dan.
So I'll bet the market's shifted a little bit for you right now with a lot of businesses being closed. So
yeah,
you're working a little differently.
Super interesting right now. Yeah, we're taking it in stride, just helping out as we can.
Yeah. So we like to ask our guests to share a fond memory of the home you grew up in. What do you got for us?
That's easy. My parents had probably an acre or two, and they also had their property was abutted to a natural gas pipeline. Oh. And so me and all my buddies, all the kids in the neighborhood, there's tons of kids in the neighborhood, we built dirt jumps for our pipelines, all throughout the pipeline land, and had fun going about a foot off the ground on our bikes when we were,
Let me guess. Was that over by Tree Farm?
God, you know what? I know where Tree Farm is. Where is that?
The gas pipeline runs right behind there. So
yeah, really? Yep. Nope. That's where I could have got to it if I kept walking on the pipeline for 20, 30.
You weren't one of those kids that lit the pipeline on fire, did you?
Oh God, that would have been a disaster. No.
That's bad news. Well, so let's talk about, so Sean's a return guest. He's been here before. Of course, landscapes changed, things are different, but essentially, what is the service that Seattle Modern Office offers?
Yeah, just think of me as an office furniture guy, basically. I don't sell like office furniture for your home. I sell basically only for commercial businesses. So think cubicles, think private offices, conference rooms, ergonomic chairs, stuff like that. So we are a retailer for office furniture, and then we kind of jump in a lot earlier in the phase of building out an office in order to plan office furniture, in order to decide where it's going to go, what it's going to look like before even the office's construction begins. So we do all this planning on the front end. We help you specify and plan all the furniture, and then we order it, ship it, deliver, install the furniture, and we'll help you move your office too. So it's kind of like we help offices transition from one space to another, whether or not you're remodeling your office or getting a new one.
So Sean, if I am remodeling my office or opening up a new office, where do I start looking for furniture?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fair question. I mean, most people don't do this ever in their lives. You lease an office space for 7 or 10 years, and only a couple people at the office are going to be involved in this process to secure furniture. And so you got to go to a guy like me. It's a niche sort of market. I've got maybe 20 or so competitors in the entire Seattle area. So you have to go to a furniture dealer like myself and talk about, hey, how do I want the office to look? What's the form and function and requirement for the employees? And then we start talking about, how you want your office to be at what price point as well.
So sounds like a very daunting process. How long does a typical consult with your company take?
Oh yeah, forever. Actually, I just closed a sale last week for somebody that was, he started talking to me 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
He knew that their lease is going to come up and he wanted ideas on how to change the office. It's not always that long. That might've been a record. But typically, we'll go in with our designs and floor plans and try and just see if anything sticks. And if it doesn't, then we take, the client's feedback and give revisions. And in this process of just planning with furniture specification and color renderings and all that stuff can take months. It typically takes months. And then you order the furniture, and that takes another 6 to 8 weeks for it to be manufactured and shipped out. So I would say generally your average is 4 to 6 months for the process.
So what's the difference between you and an interior designer?
They buy the furniture from me, basically. So an interior designer, they will specify furniture just like me. And they have great ideas. They've got a vision for that sort of thing. So they're doing, furniture, fixtures, equipment, carpet, paint, and really kind of coming together with the vision. And if they specify furniture, then they would come to me and ask me for a price for it. So I actually sell the furniture as a primary business.
So essentially, you work hand in hand with an interior designer that has an experience process working with you as a vendor.
Yes.
So, where does all the furniture that you placed, where does it come from?
All over. We're retailers, certified retailers for about 80 different brands of furniture, and they are local, they are national, they are international. Many of which you would recognize their brand name, like Global or like Han. Many that you probably wouldn't recognize that are smaller shops here in Kent and Woodinville and Poulsbo and some other areas locally. And so it's just a matter of basically what do you want. Because all these manufacturers are different, price points and different styles. So we just kind of go through finding out what you want first, and then we'll narrow it down. And then I don't really care, what manufacturer my customers are purchasing. We want to actually get it into what makes the most sense for them. So whoever.
Do you only work in Seattle?
No, we're all over. We are Seattle Modern office. The primary place that we work is the greater Puget Sound area, but we have projects in Portland a lot and Spokane. If our clients have like satellite offices in other states, you can ship furniture anywhere.
Yeah.
So, as long as we can take a meeting with the client, which is very easy on Zoom and whatnot, as we're doing right now nowadays.
Yeah. Sean, is there a typical client profile? Is there a size? Is there a business volume? What's pretty typical for you?
Yeah, no, that's a great question because there's absolutely a profile of my clients. It's generally a local company with a headquarters here. It's generally some company that's 10 to 150 employees. We don't really do enterprise level jobs. So like Microsoft and Amazon, not my client, will never be my client. We're project focused. So I'm not generally planning buildings that are, 100,000 square feet. It's more like we're planning single offices that are 5,000 square feet to about 30,000 square feet.
How many seats or how many employees is that?
30,000 square feet. It depends on the footprint of the employee's workspace. I've put 80 employees in a 30,000 square foot space, and I've put
now with social distancing, it's probably going to be almost 40,
it's a little
right?
different now. That's funny.
With social distancing, nobody's even in the office.
Right. What advantages are there to working with Seattle Modern Office? Tell us your story.
Yeah, I think that it's mostly just the service that we provide. A lot of people in the market, a lot of furniture dealers don't stress the service and design quite as much as we do. So we are happy to take, your blank floor plan and throw 30 designs at it. We're happy to do renderings of your furniture, for 6 months or in some cases, 2 years, just to get it right for you. And then when you say, oh, that's perfect, but I don't have enough money for that, then we're going to be happy to spend more time just to narrow down the products to a different selection that you are going to.
I'm kind of putting you on the spot, but if you have a copy of a rendering that you want to share on the screen, that would be kind of cool too. While you're thinking, it's probably too on the spot for you to be able to pull it up quickly.
A little bit too. I'd be looking around a little bit too long.
No problem.
All right. So, are you open for business right now?
We are, yeah. We're supporting essential businesses basically. So one of our clients, actually, just to name drop them, Ventec over in Bothell. They're been in national news lately. They make ventilators. And they're our clients. So, we're supporting them right now. They need more furniture as they grow right now, trying to manufacture as many of those things as they can. So we are open for business. We're, taking sales calls, and we're doing operations. So good to go.
That's great. What are you doing to help businesses in the new landscape of COVID-19?
Yeah, I've had to shift my focus just a little bit because, I do office furniture, and if nobody's in offices, or at least most people aren't in offices, then what am I doing? Well,
Right.
Everybody's working from home right now. And so what we're trying to do is assist with home office packages. Generally, not something that we would be doing is helping out with like a residential office. But right now we're helping HR directors and managers of these companies find like just a really simple, quick ship solution for maybe an electric desk, monitor arm, a task chair that can just ship direct to the end user, to the customer's doorstep. And like super easy to install, just so that they have a comfortable space, a dedicated space to work when they're at home, instead of on the couch and kitchen counters. I'm sure a lot of people are doing here even today.
So Sean, I got a question that I gotta get in there. Is like I was just noticing my chair is kind of starting to suck. Do you have extra chairs I could buy from you, like as one?
Dan, you get to have one for free, my friend.
Nice. Hey, we're gonna have to talk after the show, because I just noticed it's like really starting to kind of suck. Oh well.
A good chair makes a lot of difference, and you don't know it until you get a good chair, but truly they do.
Sean, how do our listeners reach you?
Yeah, go online, www.seattlemo.com, seattlemodernoffice.com. You could reach us, my cell phone actually is fine. I'm on it all the time here. So 425-761-9473. But if you pop over to our website, seattlemO.com, you can look at what we do, some of our work and some of our products, and you can drop us a line there.
That's great. Sean, thank you for coming on the show today. Really appreciate the time you've given us.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys for having me. Thank you so much.
Hey, remember that all the segments of our show are available to watch on our YouTube channel. If you're interested in learning more about any of our guests, please subscribe. Join us after the break for some final thoughts and something fun to do. We'll be right back.